and all the fights in JJK. Mei vs Geto. Takaba vs Kenjaku. Hell, even Nobara versus that nasty curse. I never thought in the final arc we would get a fight worse than all of those combined. Now notice, out of all the fights that I mentioned, they were either gag fights or they were actual fights that people was gonna expect trash from the get-go or not interesting. But Gege has just surprised and surpassed my expectations for the worst with Hakari versus Uraume. I feel like one of the main problems with this fight is the build-up that Gege has brought from the earliest chapters of like Sukuna versus Gojo, right? And Hakari versus Uraume happening simultaneously, by the way. Just really shows how badly Gege has fumbled this fight to such an extent, considering how much heat is going on between Sukuna and basically the rest of the cast. And one of the more funniest things, if you think about it, just how much this has like stalled on for is actually insane. I don't care of how strong Uraume is or how strong Hakari has gotten. It doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, we've seen countless sorcerers lose their lives and these guys are still sword fighting for 50, 60, 80 chapters. Now, I can understand from a tactical point of view where like, oh yeah, Uraume's whole thing is about freezing people, while Hakari's whole thing is about regenerating, right? And Hakari himself doesn't have any big finisher move that could take out Uraume, and the same thing for Uraume when it comes against Hakari. I could understand that type of stalling, alright? But it comes to a difference when Gege literally just ignores the fight completely. Completely! The only thing that we've seen from this fight, as of recently, is Uraume glazing Sukuna, talking about he hasn't gone all out yet, and saying, this is our victory, saying, nah, I'd win like Gojo. Like, oh my god. Just show the fight. And we seen the fight, right? Bro, remember when I said they were sword fighting, right? I was joking. But when I look back to the chapter, they're actually like sword fighting, because Uraume has 0 damage, a smile on his face, and Hakari is still there having ice all over his shoulders and shit like that. So, I don't understand. Gege, what are you doing? Like, this is literally telling me that Hakari has no AP whatsoever. Because I guarantee you, put Yuta in that same scenario. Put Maki in that same scenario. Not the Maki that got snuck. I'm talking about the Maki right now that has been handling and combating with full Hein era Sukuna. Alright? Put that Maki there against Uraume, she's cooked. In fact, nah, scratch all the top tiers that, you know, supposedly is up there with Hakari. Put Choso in there. She got caught lacking by Choso, and she couldn't even use RCT to heal herself because of his poison. If Choso got switched up by Hakari, Choso would have been packed her up. I'm telling you this right now. The only reason why Choso was even about to die in Shibuya was because he was looking out for Itadori, right? Bro, all I'm saying is, if he has piercing blood on a switch, bro, it's up. Supernova, it's up. Bro, I'm telling you, this fight should not be as hard as it is, but it's just like, it's either Hakari sucks, which, by looking at that damage on Uraume, it, could be true, or we just been underestimating Uraume way too much, and she could honestly be a superstar, even though most of the time that we see her, she's been glazing Sukuna, or she's been getting pummeled and embarrassed by Gojo. Like, constantly, all the time. So, I don't know what to say. Yeah, but overall, this as a fight was just garbage. Let's be real, y'all. This fight was hyped up so much by Hakari fans, by Jujutsu Kaisen fans, and Gege just fumbled. Now, I could understand, right? From writing multiple back-to-back bangers, like Sukuna versus Gojo. We're not going to talk about Kashimo versus Sukuna. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, Maki versus Sukuna, or Itadori versus Sukuna. Like, those were heat fights, I understand. And writing a fight side by side that, to make it seem just as heat, it's not going to hit the same. But, oh my goodness, man. This was just garbage. I can't even call this a fight. I remember when KSI and Jake Paul were fighting, it was literally just a hug off. This is what it feels like. I'm gonna be real. They're literally just kissing it off. Now, as of today, we haven't really got the leaks yet for the next chapter, but regardless, if the next leaks show a whole chapter of Hakari versus Uraume going back to back, that will not save this fight. That will not save this fight, because this fight has been going on for too long to have it. No coverage, no progression, and ultimately more glazing to Sukuna. That is the three most disgusting things to ever come out of a fight. Period. Because the main reason why this fight sucks so much is because we've seen multiple fights, completed fights back to back, and there's no progress on this one. Ultimately, no progress. We just get more glazing. Gege, why? I beg you, why? Hey, I appreciate y'all heavy though for watching till the end of my Hakari vs Uraume rant. And if you guys want more JJK coverage or rants by me, make sure to give him a knife, that like button, subscribe if you're new, comment for the algorithm, follow my Twitter, I'll be chatting there too. I'm tagged out it before, and I'll see you guys next time. Should I have a